morning. We're at Ecomotion's event. We got Or and Neta. They're helping to co-organize this event.
We've been starting to implement the ride-hailing project. One of the first things we had to do is integrate into Kubernetes.
We're showing them how they can create some sort of a loyalty program using crypto, where riders can mine kind of crypto for riding their bike, for example.
Hey there, Davers! Welcome back to the Weekly DAV, where all our progress and development is documented and brought to you with full transparency. This week we'll introduce Kubernetes, which, as Shachar explained it to me, will allow us to create large applications with virtually endless scale. My update for this week is a new video I filmed with Tal that showcases our different POCs, and now they're all connected together to give vehicles true autonomous abilities. So stay tuned.
This week we've been starting to implement the ride-hailing project. One of the first things we had to do is integrate into Kubernetes.
So we're making the switch to Kubernetes, first of all, to make it easier for us to orchestrate new machines, to spool up new services, and to launch new network nodes.
This network node will run the distributed database node and the messaging queue node, and they all will be connected in the network. So we did the Kubernetes deployment. Like everybody who has Kubernetes can deploy our node with a click.
This is part of our mission of decentralizing our network. So having Kubernetes is critical to that.
So basically, all of the components of the ride-hailing app is going to be deployed inside a Kubernetes cluster. So that means that we're going to have a server for the driver application client side and for the passenger client side, as well as APIs for the driver side and the passenger side. So we're going to create a Kafka cluster inside our Kubernetes cluster. Also, we're going to have a Cassandra cluster inside the Kubernetes cluster again. It's a NoSQL database. Very large scale again. We're preparing for a very large scale here.
Each of our network nodes is composed of our software as well as Cassandra and Kafka. Kafka is used to channel messages between providers and suppliers of services, and Cassandra is used to keep track of who's listening for bids, who's sending needs, and things like that. And our software is the glue that connects everything together and creates the big network node. Now we're using Kubernetes on top of all of that to make it as easy as possible for us to set up new network nodes, but that's only half the story, of course. What's even more important is that it makes it as easy as possible for other people to set up network nodes.
First thing first, I created a local deployment of Kubernetes on my machine, and there's a dashboard that you can see everything here. This is the Kubernetes dashboard. It shows you which services, pods, and all other kind of components are active, which are deployed. The way to handle the Kafka, as I said, is via CLI. So this command, for example, deploys the script that creates a namespace. This one creates Kafka nodes. So this is basically how we manage Kubernetes.
This week we're working on something actually pretty cool that we're sharing with the e-bike industry. So bike sharing and scooter sharing for short-term rentals. The thing is, because today, passengers and riders have many types of transportation solutions, which is great. But in order for them to stand out, they need to have this some sort of a unique value proposition. So what we're doing is we're showing them how they can create some sort of a loyalty program using crypto, where riders can mine kind of crypto for riding their bike, for example. This is some sort of a millennial kind of solution for a frequent flyer club, as we knew before. We show them the Pokemon Go effect, which was amazing 2 years ago, that you can see here people, it's real footage of people that are riding their bicycles with Pokemon Go app opened just to get mileage points that they were giving away. So we really think that with the real value of the DAV token can be like so much appealing that people can actually, choose to ride this bicycle that is not even electric maybe, rather than a different one that is maybe easier to use or cheaper, just for the sake of earning these tokens. So this is it.